and welcome back to my channel. So today's look is all about we going back to the basics, baby. Going back to the basics. So this is a easy look that I think is for beginners. If you're really a beginner and you need to go out and buy a full makeup products, this is definitely the products that you need if you want to achieve a look. Yeah, so if you want to see how I actually created this look for beginner friendly, then please keep on watching and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, so I already moisturized my face, and even though we are going for a really beginner friendly basic, I'm going to use stuff that I think beginners have. You want to prime your face, and the primer is needed, number one, to make sure that your makeup stays on your face for a longer period of time. And then number two, it's also to prepare your face for the foundation and the concealer and so on. So today we are going to use the Essence Prime Plus Studio Glow Boosting Plus Pore Minimizing Primer, and that is how it looks. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes for the primer just to like sink into the skin. But while I am waiting for the primer, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Number one, for the eyebrows, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. It has 3 colors in. I don't want to show you because it doesn't look so nice, but for the front part of the eyebrow, I'm gonna use a lighter color, and then for the more the tail of the brow, I'm gonna use a darker color. A brush like this, a spoolie, and this is just like to comb through your brow hairs. If you don't have this, you can also use like a small toothbrush. We are done with our brows. The step that we're going into is foundation. We did prime our face, so now it's time for foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to use, that's also really affordable, is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and it looks like that. And my shade is Rich Stan. So I'm going to use about this much of the foundation. Like I said, I want a more natural type of vibe, and for the tool that we are going to use is just a normal sponge. This is a Real Techniques one. You can find it at Clicks. I think, yeah, all the products you can find at Clicks or the Chem. So what I'm going to do, just step all the foundation on our skin. I'm using a dry sponge, so I'm just gonna take the sponge and just pat the product into the skin, and I'm doing this with a really light hand. I'm barely putting any pressure on the sponge. As you can see, I didn't put like any foundation really under my eyes because I don't want a lot of product there. But for the concealer that we're gonna use is the LA Girl Pro.conceal High Definition Concealer, and that is how it looks. And this is in Creamy Beige, and we're just gonna apply the product there under our eyes, and I'm also gonna put it on the bridge of my nose, a little bit here, a little bit here, and also the sides of my mouth. and also a little bit on the forehead. What you can also do with the concealer, you can, if you have like a pimple somewhere, you can always conceal the pimple with the concealer. If you have like a mark or anything like that, you can use the concealer, because this concealer is more full coverage. So the next step that we're gonna do, we're just gonna blend the product into our faces, and we still use a very light hand. You don't want to move the product, you want to press the product into your skin. So yeah, also gonna do, I'm gonna also like put a little bit of product on my eyelids. Okay, now that our concealer is all blended in, you can see like your face is, or my face is already beginning to get a little bit of definition. You can see like under my eyes is now highlighted, which is great. So the next step that we're gonna do, all the products are now on our faces. I just use like the primer, the foundation, and the concealer. That is all the liquids and creams. So now we have to set our liquids and creams in place. I'm going to use the Fit Me Maybelline Matte in Poreless, but this is in the shade Natural Beige. You can see I really like this powder. So what I'm going to do, which is really important, I am going to make sure with my sponge that there's no creases under my eyes, and then directly after patting out the creases, I'm going to go into the powder like so. Okay, so as you can see, the powder is under our eyes. I like to use like this, what do you call this, like, yeah, but this, I like to use this for under my eyes. Or I'm going to use a brush like this, and I'm just gonna like pat it all over my skin just to set all the creams on the rest of my face. Take the sponge again like we did under our eyes, and then just setting it with the brush. Okay, so now we can go on to bronzer, and bronzer is really important just to warm up our face. And today I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Bronze Highlighting and Color Kit, and that is the colors. That's the colors, and I'm going to use all three of these colors to bronze up my face. I'm going to use a brush like that. Can you see like the difference between that and this? And also on the forehead. I'm just going over all the bronzer with a brush like that, and just to blend everything out. 3 shades, and just like doing a rough nose contour, and I'm just rubbing this to the sides of my nose. On to the next step, and the next step is the blush, just to put a little bit of color back into your face. So I'm using today the Essence Matte Touch blush like that in the shade Bury Me Up. It's a nice pretty pink color like that, and I'm using a blush brush, and the blush brush is usually angled like that, and I'm just dipping it into the brush and applied on the apples of my cheeks. We are done with the blush. I just want to do something easy and quick to the eyes. You can use, I'm going to use the same this color over here that we used, one of the colors that we used to bronze up our face, and I'm just gonna apply that color all over the crease just to give a little bit definition there. We're gonna use the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. As you can see, this is my favorite highlighter, and I'm going to use a brush, more like a small fluffy brush, and just apply that on the bridge of my nose, on the cheeks. You can also, if you don't have a brush, you can actually just take your finger, dip it into the product, and do that. And then also here. And I like to do between the brows and here. And then obviously you just need to make sure that it's nicely and blended out. I'm also just going into that highlighter and apply to the brow bone, the inner corner, yeah. I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and I'm using like a normal Clicks brand lash curler to go into Essence Lash Princess. This is the makeup brand that I'm gonna use. You can use any red that you have, or any color lipstick go with this look. So because you can see the eyes is really neutral, there's nothing on the eyes, just a glowy face. So you need a pop of color, so you can use any lipstick that you like. This is just a red because I think red, what is better than red to color up your look? Guys, I'm really obsessed with this red. I'm so glad that I actually chose this red. I like this lipstick. I'll definitely use it in the future. Oh my word, it's so nice, and it spice up the look so nicely. For the final look, or the final step, we're just gonna clean the mascara. I'm just gonna go over with the eyelash curler again, because my lashes like to fall just like that when it's drying. So I'm just gonna go over the